Hi there, I'm Eric. I created this guide for home buyers and sellers to save money in a residential home transaction, especially during these turbulent economic times. I am a former licensed real estate agent in Ontario, Canada, and worked in the real estate industry for 2 years. I quit because it was enough to see the corruption and shady side of the industry, such as the drug use, professional backstabbing, infidelity, and other unethical behavior. The information in this video was based on my personal and professional observations and experiences during my time as a licensed real estate agent, and is not a reflection of all real estate agents in the real estate industry as a whole. There are still professional, ethical, and trustworthy real estate agents out there. You just have to do your homework to find them. Use them? Don't use them? Ultimately, that will be up to you. I can only share with you what I observed and experienced. What I can do is empower you with the knowledge I have attained, so you can make an informed decision to buy or sell a home on your own, or wish to proceed with a licensed realtor. First, let's briefly talk about how to become a licensed real estate agent. Potential agents have 2 paths to choose from, residential or commercial. For the sake of this video, I will briefly discuss the residential path, as that was the path I chose. At the time I became an agent, there were 3 educational phases that I had to be enrolled in, then take a final exam after each phase, which altogether took approximately 6 months to complete all 3 phases. Then you would receive your provisional real estate license. Currently, it's a more lengthy process, and you can find out more by visiting the Real Estate Council of Ontario's website, which is listed in the description of this video. After getting your provisional license, you can sign up with a real estate brokerage, such as Remax or Century 21 among others, which is recommended, especially if you're a new agent. Once you sign up with your preferred brokerage, you are partnered and coached by a mentor who is typically a sales manager or veteran agent in the brokerage with lots of experience and sales under their belt. From there, you need to build your client list, so it's a lot of schmoozing and networking to get clients. Since you're new in the industry, it takes a lot of work to build your brand and get the exposure you want to be lucrative in the business. There are so many agents in the industry that it's cutthroat out there to win the business of potential clients. You have to prove you are competent and trustworthy to represent them. Because you're new in the real estate industry, some agents start out as part-time while having a full-time job, or if they are working as a full-time agent, they have a spouse who supports them financially to help get them on their feet in the business. In any case, it is tough financially when you're starting out because there are a lot of fees you have to pay on a monthly basis. Licensing fees, brokerage fees, signs, etc. Not to mention gas for your car because you will be driving clients to prospective homes they want to buy, going to open houses, checking out properties, going to your real estate board to pick up signs or other supplies, etc. Since you have your provisional license, you can now represent clients to buy or sell homes on their behalf. As an agent, it is your fiduciary duty to represent the client and their best interest. I can tell you for a fact, being a keen observer and listener, that is a lie. They are mostly in it for the commission, which makes up 100% of their salary. They are essentially unemployed every day, so many struggle, thus engage in unethical practices to make ends meet. They are money hungry. Look at their clothes, the car they drive, grooming details, jewelry. Listen to their conversations. Most of them are narcissistic and maintain a luxurious lifestyle. Not all agents are bad though. There are good ones who are ethical. But I cannot unsee and unhear what I've seen and heard, unfortunately. It's a shame that some bad apples can give the industry a bad reputation. There have been disciplinary actions, suspensions, licenses revoked, criminal charges, market value manipulation, and drug use, to name a few things I've witnessed. In a 5-year period ending around December 2022, the Real Estate Council of Ontario, RESO, received approximately 11,700 complaints against real estate agents and brokers, a statistic that has highlighted potential inefficiencies in the regulator's complaint handling and trend identification systems. Here are the key details. Volume: RECO received around 11,700 complaints in the 5 years leading up to its 2022 report. Scope: These complaints were made against both real estate agents and brokers in Ontario. Background: the number of complaints was discussed in an Auditor General's report that also pointed out RECO's lack of a system to identify systemic trends in the complaints it receives. What this means: the figures from the 2022 report suggest that while a significant number of complaints were filed, there were ongoing concerns about the effectiveness of RECO's process for addressing them. In 2023, the Real Estate Council of Ontario, RECO, opened 1,120 complaints related to agents. RECO enhanced its complaint tracking in 2023 to better identify issues and trends. Here is the key complaint data for 2023. Total agent complaints opened 1,720. Top complaint category. The most common type of complaint was that an agent was not acting in the best interest of their client, including mishandling offers, failing to disclose fees, breaching confidentiality, and not performing due diligence. So what should you do? If you still want to use a real estate agent, do your homework to find a good, professional, and ethical one. Otherwise, here are two alternatives. The first alternative: 1. Use a real estate lawyer, a certified home inspector, and a comparative analysis, which I will explain momentarily. For the real estate lawyer, do your homework to find a reputable one. They will handle all the paperwork for your real estate transaction, whether you are buying or selling. Real estate agents have to use them anyway to close the deal, so why not eliminate the middleman? The real estate brokerage or agent typically have a preferred lawyer that they have an established relationship with. For the certified home inspector, do your homework with one as well. Make sure you find a reputable one and make sure they're certified. Don't cheap out. You'll be saving on the commission by cutting out the agent. For example, if you're selling your home at $1 million, you will be saving $50,000, which is 5% that would have went to the agent. But whether you're buying or selling a home, having the inspector go through the home will be valuable to find any defects or issues that could impact the condition, safety, or value of the home. So just hire the real estate lawyer and the certified home inspector. Back to the comparative analysis, this is what is used to determine the current market value of a home. Essentially, what it is take the last 3 sales of homes similar to yours that were sold on your street or in your neighborhood. And it should be similar. That is, similar square footage, similar number of bedrooms and bathrooms, similar curb appeal, similar backyard. You get the picture. Not exact, but similar. So pay attention to the homes sold on your street and in your neighborhood. Check out the real estate boards online when a house goes up for sale. Talk to your neighbors. Go to open houses in your neighborhood. It is worthy to note that the real estate market is volatile with monthly and annual fluctuations. The market value of your home is not defined by home renovations done. It is defined by the current market, which the comparative analysis can determine. However, if we are in a recession, don't expect to sell your home at the same value as the last 3 home sales in your neighborhood. Expect a possible depreciation. In terms of selling, you would sell as a FSBO, for sale by owner. You can sell your house on the multiple listing service, MLS, without a realtor by using a flat fee MLS listing service or discount brokerage. These licensed companies provide access to the MLS for a flat fee, allowing you to list your property without hiring a traditional full-service agent. This method can save you thousands in commission fees, but you will be responsible for all other aspects of the sale, such as marketing, showings, negotiations, and paperwork. The second alternative. 2. Use a non-commission real estate brokerage such as Property Guys or ComFree. Visit their websites for more information, which are in the description. I hope this guide has been informative and helpful. I also left a checklist for you to download.